Hi gardening friends, it's time to transition seedling to the outdoors by hardening them off. And hardening off is one of the most important steps you can take at this point. And if you skip it or you rush it too much, your seedlings could die from shock. And so the goal is to gradually introduce your seedlings to the outdoors. I begin the hardening off process when daytime temperatures are in the high 40s, low 50s. Ideally, I like to harden off my seedlings over a 7 to 10 day period. And for the first 2 days, I take the seedlings outside, no direct sun, and I'll leave them out for about 1 to 2 hours and then bring them back indoors. By days 3 and 4, I'll move them out for 2 to 4 hours, and I'll give them a little bit of dappled sun, partial shade, making sure that I avoid any harsh midday sun. While your seedlings are out, make sure that you're keeping them well hydrated and water them as needed. On days 5 to 6, I'm going to leave them out for about 4 to 6 hours and probably give them a little bit of sun for about 3 hours of that 6 hours time, making sure to protect them from any strong weather. If you have rain or a lot of winds, you just may want to leave your seedlings indoors. And by day 7 and 8, my plants are left outdoors for 6 to 8 hours, giving them a little bit more direct sun each day and making sure, again, to keep them well watered, and then I bring them in at night. And then days 9 through 10, I'm going to leave them out pretty much all day, and most of that time they will be in some form of morning sun, again, avoiding that harsh midday sun. I make sure to water them before I bring them out. I watch for that severe weather. If it's going to rain that day, if it's going to be windy, I will just leave them indoors. I also avoid fertilizing during this period. This can cause a little bit of shock to your plants. So while you're in the hardening off process, do not fertilize them. And then I look for signs of stress during the process. So if my seedlings are well hydrated and I find that they're wilting, it may be that I'm acclimating them just a little too fast. Maybe it's too much sun, maybe being outdoors a little too long. So I'll just bring them back indoors, or I'll move them from the sun to the shade. If you're seeing any sunburn on your leaves, if the leaves are looking bleached, it may be that it's a little bit too much sun. So that just means scale back a day and leave them in the partial shade a little bit longer. So I just finished watering all of these seedlings that were hydrated. These are the Crystal Palace lobelia, and then I also bought out the Lisianthus as well to get those acclimated to the outdoor weather. I will eventually move the trays to this part of the deck. This will get a little bit more sun throughout the day as I go through the process. These seedlings have been outdoors probably, I guess they're probably on their 4th or 5th day at this point, and as you can see, they're still doing very well. So don't forget, don't rush the process. I know sometimes I just want to bring my plants from inside and plant them in the ground immediately, but hardening off your seedlings is a very important step. Happy gardening.